The update is, I think the Bureau of Fire and Protection knows already where it came from. It's in the south side of the building. As far as the Bureau of Fire Protection has mentioned to me this afternoon, and they're still conducting that investigation. And it's hard to speculate. I'm just going to be waiting for the Bureau of Fire Protection to make the final report. We'll see maybe in the next 2 days for them to give that final report on what really happened to the postal building.
All right, Mr. Carlos, we would just want to find out. A lot of people, myself included, were really concerned about the artwork that might have been included in the fire. So nasunog rin po. Do we have any idea kung alin? Do we have an inventory of what artworks, apart from, of course, the stamp collection, was inside the building when it burned?
The artworks basically are artworks that are being donated to the government if it will be put into a stamp. No? One of those is the friendship between France and the Philippines. A group came out with that idea to put up a painting and then put it into stamp. Kasi you cannot put a painting into a stamp if it's not going to be donated to the Philippine government. So it's not really national artists yung mga ano na yan, but still, it is a part of what the stamp came about. No? So it's not really that much, but there are paintings that have been donated to the government because they're putting up a stamp for that one.
What
so
about
yung,
the stamp?
Right,
sir. What about the stamp collection? Is it in there?
Yes, the whole library and the whole part of the museum, including old stamps and new stamps, have been is on fire. No? So natupok siya and naubos lahat yung laman. So that inventory, we have to take a look and see where that inventory is going to be coming out pretty soon. No?
Sir, we all know how important this building is for Philippine history. It was made into a heritage building in 2018. I'm just very curious about the security protocol over that kind of building. Meron po ba tayong espesyal na ginawa to protect and to prepare for instances like these?
To be honest, it's wala siyang even the sprinklers, the ones on the 5th floor, that's the only one that there is. I felt na it never worked, no. So malaki ho yung nakakapanghinayang na within all of this administration that happened, walang nakapag put up even those simple sprinklers that we're looking at.
Sir, tingin niyo po ba yung ibang heritage buildings natin are that vulnerable also?
Yeah, I think so because some of the buildings when the building code was put up, wala pa siya noon, no? So all of these things, I think just happened. Nakakalungkot lang na mangyayari yung ganun na sitwasyon to this building. No? It's really sad. No? But the real main point is the building itself. Yung building kasi yun ang structure. That structure is the one that is very important as a heritage.
The building is the artwork itself,
the
right?
Building Mr. Carlos, having said that, I know it's a little bit early to ask this, but as early as now, I know it hasn't even been 24 hours, but are there already early plans, early talk about restoration efforts? And can you share with us, if ever, the early talks about this?
As of the moment, wala pa, no? But the National Historical Commission just passed this afternoon, about late in the afternoon, and they were looking at it. So first things first, siguro yung integrity ng building. We'll have to look for a structural engineer in the next few days para to look at the integrity of that building. And from there, we will be closely working with the National Historical Commission to that matter. And from there, maybe the plans will be seen on how we can, how we can restore that building into its old glory.
Yes, Mr. Carlos, maybe you're privy to this information. Have there been any talks of the building? Well, actually, there are rumors kasi na i-convert daw into a hotel.
Well, way back in the last about 12 years ago, there were talks about that. No, if you would see what that building near in Singapore, they call it the Fullerton Hotel, near the Lion. It's the same old neoclassical design. No, it's the old postal building of Singapore, and it's almost the same size. It's a little bit smaller, but they were looking at it about 10 years ago that that building can be put up. Pero syempre, the facade and everything will be titignan nila na ganun pa din, na maging maayos pa rin. So, yeah, I heard those talks 10 years ago. So, siguro it will all depend on what the National Historical, because there's a Republic Act on these heritage sites. No, it's 10099, if I'm not mistaken. So these are not rumors. These are 10 years ago that happened. So we'll see from there if that's structural and what the government would like to do with it.